this is a video, right, that everybody's been asking for a long time, right? I want to explain this shit down to the barriers, right? You wonder why we step outside, bro, and the sun is so submissive hot, like burning hot, and there's lack of oxygen and airflow in there, right? And I've explained it in previous videos that we should open our doors and let the cold air inside the house from the air conditioners come back outside into the atmosphere, so that the whole earth could cool down. If everybody opens their doors and everything cools off, all the air is going to travel and emit through the world, go up into the atmosphere, and eventually the sun that you see up there is going to be like a cold light. Everything in the earth is going to cool down temperature, like we're cooling down the heat core from the computer processor up there, and we're keeping it cool because we're keeping the atmosphere and the earth cool, right? Because we're sharing it. Because remember, the air conditioner, and I'm going to show you a perfect example of a unit, right? These units emit motoring emission, hot air out. All this is heat, more heat and less oxygen into the world, right? That's what it is. This heat comes from the engines and emits heat, which kills the oxygen, but gives you cold air inside. But if you open that door and the windows, guess what happens? That cold air that recycles comes back out into the air and cools down this air that's emitting out. So if the air inside comes back out and cools down the climate around the entire world, the air that comes out from this engine is no longer going to be hot. It'll turn into cold emission, which will emit more oxygen into the air. So that's what I'm trying to explain. Everybody, we have to come together because that's what's going to save the world. And this is what's going to cool down the planet from emitting global heat and all this economic, global, heat and all this, too hot, global warming sensation, the oceans, the fish, lack of oxygen. That's one, right? Now, that's just the cooling down the atmosphere around us, the earth and the world around us, right? We all have to do it as a unit, as a single unit. That means everybody in the world has to open the windows and doors early in the morning. Once nighttime comes, close your doors by all means. Afternoon, there's going to be a close down. But in the morning, we're going to emit this cold air back out in here. And let the earth cool down itself. Give life to the trees, the animals around us. Give everything a break and cool down and kill the bad bacteria. You know what I'm saying? To emit the perfect world climate. We're going to control, we're going to control the climate. That's the climate air control. As far as lack of oxygen, we're no longer going to lack oxygen. And we're going to deprive the brain from pure air because it's no longer going to be heat. It's going to be pure oxygen back into the atmosphere. And it's going to be cooled down. Purified, right? So everybody has to do that. Now for the next step, as far as the water system, that's one of the main migrating systems that's going to go. Climate control on the earth will eventually cool down the waters. The waters will be having better minerals, and the algae will die because cold air kills bad bacteria and algae. Algae is only created because the sun is too hot, and the bacteria and the water need to be in the shade. So the bacteria in the water start dying and creating self-algae because they need to stay around the shadow. Because when there's hot, there's lack of oxygen, so that's why they need current. So next time, on the next episode, we're going to show you why the oceans and rivers and canals and stems need flow and need current pushed away so that the bacteria can stay alive and go back into this filtration system, water forms, migrating systems that we got, right? So this is a part of evolution because the better the water, the better the atmosphere, the better the temperature, the better everything, the better the curing process, the faster we humans start evolving, and this 5D, 3D world that we live in will become 3000 BZDDD. We'll be in the future. So if you guys want to evolve and find out how we're going to live forever and how we're going to reach and sustain and obtain immortality and youth and bring the dead back to life and enter a new dimensional, even staying on this realm, but looking more advanced, more evolved, stick to it because this is steps to that lifestyle that I'm showing you right now. It feels good outside, but it's not completely good. We're going to cool it down, and we just want wind. We want it to be constant flow of air, even if it's hot up there, right? We want it to be a current gust, a constant gust of air, wind all around us, everywhere, oxygen. We want that oxygen everywhere around us, and we want it to be cool. Even though the sun is emitting to us and it's giving us our vitamins, the daily, nutrition as well, because the heat feels good. It clears out, opens up your pores, lets your pores breathe and take out neurotoxins and toxins you have in your body, just bad shit. You sweat it out, your body gets accustomed, you get your melatonin, you get your brown, and then from brown you go to orange, tangerine, and then you start turning darker and darker until you become your true one self, which is dark. black men, black women type shit. We just light skinned now. We all niggas. So just saying, we just lighter tones of niggas. Just saying for the future, y'all. We all niggas. We just different tone of niggas. You know what I'm saying? The white niggas just stood inside the house because they were at one point the smarter ones of us and helped us evolve. So we kept them safe and we kept them house. But then they started getting sick and dying on us, so we had to bring them back out into the sun and work with us and give them some energy. I'm just saying this is like enlightenment. I want you guys to understand this is real life shit. You know what I'm saying? The sun is good, but it's not good to have no air, no gusts, no constant oxygen flow around us because it lacks us from thinking. Remember, we're humanoids. We're also processing. Our brain is a processor. And if I'm inhaling heat and constantly stressing, especially if I'm stressing under heat, my brain's gonna shut down because I can't operate. But if I'm in a cooler environment where I'm cooled down by air and I'm more relaxed and not tense, I could process my thinking better and I won't harm my processor from overthinking and overclocking to get a task done. I just hope y'all know we're all in the same shit. We're all trying to evolve and live forever and have enough food. I'm showing y'all we could do this if y'all follow my steps. JKLD, subscribe to my channel, YouTube, Instagram, Bigo Live, TikTok, everywhere you want. Google my name and shit like that. I like to help out my community, my people, but I also like to treat myself from time to time. I'm into cars, I'm into armor, I'm into military, I'm an ex-military, I am a Marine. You know what I'm saying? Formerly active, inactive, you know what I'm saying, when I need to be. And I need the support of my friends, my people, my doctors, my lawyers, my scientists, my techs. You know what I'm saying? I need support from all of you guys that really want to evolve and change worlds, change this life, so we could actually ascend and not keep descending, because everything below us is descending. Everything passed away is descended. So let's start ascending and let's get this shit going. JK, love y'all. Peace.